Thank you for tuning in to another Spicy Toast video. Today we're going to be taking a look at Nasus and doing a leveling video on him. So we did a first impression, seeing what we thought. That will be linked down below. And now we're actually going to take it in-game and see how we are doing. So we have Nasus level 1, haven't played anything on him. 2 stars, we are running with the Overwhelm Relic. So when Nasus levels up, this is hopefully when we play him, he's going to get leveled up shortly thereafter, so he's going to get that spell shield, so we shouldn't have to worry about protecting him too much, but he does not get overwhelm, so we want to be able to use all of his extra stats that he's going to get to end the game. So let's go take him and see how he's able to do against Nautilus. Nautilus is usually my go-to adventure for leveling up champions, especially if they are at 2 stars. Alright, I'm going to try to re-roll here. I think I'm just going to go more with the Nasus theme and go with Disarmed. Nasus does kind of theme around reducing enemies' attack, so we'll go with that, although Welcome Gifts would also be quite good. So yeah, if you like these type of videos, definitely like and subscribe. We have done a first impressions for every champion, and we are going to be doing a leveling video and guide video for all of them as well. So I want to hold on to Nasus just to be sure we can play him when we hit that 6 mana, but I want some more early game units, so I was trying to re-roll some of the higher ones away. So from the first impression, I wasn't really too thrilled with Nasus, his deck. It just seems to be like a lot of random Shurima cards, not really having any sort of theme or synergy. And the fact like his one drop is a Renekton follower, it just seems a little odd.
Provoking it. Fresh is worth at least twice as much. That is coming.
Alright, so we will drag him over here. We don't want him to kill the Bloodthirsty Marauder, but hopefully they block and we can get 2 units slayed. Alright, very nice. So now Nasus, you see, he's gone up 2 because we've killed units, and now our strongest unit also got 2/2 because of the star powers. Whenever we kill a unit, or we buff our strongest unit 1/1 for each unit we slayed this game. Alright, I want to give this unit vulnerable so we can kill it. And this got buffed up by the Xenotype researchers. Since this is the strongest unit, it is now going to get those buffs. One thing you might want to do with Nasus that I kind of only thought about now, so he hasn't scaled up too much, but let's get him on the board. So you might want to reduce your deck count or cards in your deck to as small as possible, and then stack as many researchers as possible. That way your whole deck is getting buffed up and you're more likely to see the cards that are getting buffed by the researchers. Because normally this is pretty bad when you have a lot of cards because you're unlikely to see the units getting buffed. But the fact that like at the start of the game you only have 18 cards, you're much more likely. So you probably want to stack researchers and cut as many other cards as possible. Alright, we'll let Nasus kill this unit. So far, seems fine. See, this is a unit that I thought they'd make their one drop. I'm really not sure why this is not Nasus's one drop card. Like, it fits his theme so much more than Renekton's support card. That's one of the issues I have with his whole deck, is it just doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I guess I'll just go for the gold. Usually the salvage is pretty useless. So there are units that scale with, like, slaying other units. And they're even Bakai, which means they are fallen ascended, which is what Nasus is. Like, he's an ascended. Bakai are people that tried to ascend, but the process, like, screwed up for them, essentially. And they scale with Slay, which is the whole theme of the deck. So I don't know why this is not in the deck, but this one is. That's why, looking at his whole deck, I was just very confused as to why that they would do this. So we're going to let this unit die, and then we're going to play the Reaper so that he can get the 1/1 buff. There we go. So I'm actually just wanting to bank the spell mana. As you see, every round we're going to be reducing their strongest unit, their attack, by 1. That's just going to keep stacking throughout the whole game, which is quite nice. Okay, this will be good. We can use this to screw up. Well, they won't attack because they don't have any attack. But if they did, we could use this to cancel out their elusive, because it disables their positive keywords. So then we could actually block them. That'll be very, very nice for some matches going forward against, like, Zoe or whatnot.
Interesting reaction. I'll make a note.
Hey, everyone!
So we're just going to attack. There's going to maybe block us out, but we'll get a little bit of damage in because they can't block the Fearsome. So just in case you're wondering what's going on, it's survival of the fittest. Round start, obliterate the foe's weakest unit and grant double its stats to the strongest unit. But all of the units, they don't get any attack because of our keywords and star powers.
Chase what you want without mercy.
Alright, hopefully they actually attack. I don't want to go with that.
So it is. A duty fulfilled, a life undone.
Stars fall. Look at this.
So wanting to be able to kill their units, so we're trying to grab whoever we can actually defeat.
Take heart.
No one hurts my friend.
Okay, nice. They actually were able, or blocking with other units as well. This is going to be a long match, because their units are so tanky that we're not scaling too much. Ah, that's not good. With less health. Alright, there we go. Perfect. He doesn't even have enough attack to kill our unit. Alright, we'll play a Star Spring since we actually have a unit to heal now. A little sad, but not a big deal. .44 health, oh my word.
By starlight.
So he's going to block over here to kill this unit, most likely. We'll probably just use Quicksand.
Live with purpose.
Filled a life undone. There's blood in the water.
So yeah, they keep having a unit that's essentially unkillable because of how much health it has, but we're just slowly wearing them down. Ooh, nice. Although, okay, good. I was like, we don't have anything that's strong enough to kill this, but we can at least kill one of their other units.
That old trick again.
It really have been nice to draw Nasus.
I said Segway!
The dark closes in.
I weave my own fate. Take heart.
Hey, we got Nasus finally, and we have just enough mana to play him. Nice.
The mortals know what waits them.
And we now can use Siphoning Strike to immediately level him up.
Life and death intertwined. The wheel never stops turning. Fulfilled a life undone.
Wonderful.
Stars fall.
So I'm going to grab this unit just so that his damage is actually going to go through. We don't want this giant unit blocking, but it's not really going to matter. They just have the 2 health.
Fine trophy. Patience and fortitude outlast all things.
Alright, let's see if we can get something decent from the shop. I'm getting more exhaust, not bad. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's go for the champion item chest. The Hoarder is pretty annoying to play against. Takes so long. Yeah, I want to get some cheaper units in. Alright, nice. My 2 1-drops.
Was darkness to the unseen.
Yeah, I really don't understand why this card is not one of... Like, why it's not the Nasus 1-drop. It makes no sense to me. Like, yes, this is a stronger card by default, but this one's actually supposed to scale with Slay. And it's more thematic for Nasus. So weird. So even if we could disable its keywords, we still wouldn't be able to kill it. So I'm just going to buff up the deck with the researchers.
What do you make of that? I'm not sure.
Glory for Renekton! Get the trash! Eat the trash!
Being able to generate all the vulnerables is pretty nice. Alright, so actually we're going to put him last so we can get a little bit of a buff from this unit getting killed. We can't kill this unit, but we'll do good damage to it.
Life undone.
Aww, that's stupid. It obliterated one of our buffed cards. It's very annoying. So I don't want to play my own treasure trove right now. I want to be able to use quicksand to counter their units. Okay.
Oh, they found me.
Alright, screw it. I'm going to play a treasure trove.
A special breed.
Conviction guides my hand.
Stupid elusives.
I'm feeling lucky.
Alright, we have a full board now. We haven't really gotten any, we've gotten one Slay effect off. Pretty bad. So we're going to hold off on playing Nasus. I hate Shipwreck Order. It's so annoying.
The cycle is done.
Oh, the animations for this match always just take so long.
Surprise, surprise.
For the North. Who wants a taste of progress?
Forgetting is death to an immortal.
Alright, so if they attack, we can potentially level up our Nasus. That'll be quite nice. That's annoying. Yep, we're not going to be able to save that unit. I think we're going to try to kill the Brash Gambler. I think it's hurting us more than it's helping.
The mortals know what awaits them. Few can know what death and eternity hold in store.
They're not even going to attack. Interesting. It's so annoying. So we're trying to get 2 vulnerables off so that we can
Learn just as we did.
level up our Nasus. Alright, we're using this to give him Overwhelm. We're trying to end the game right here.
To ruin.
We're putting Nasus at the end. So we're going to kill these 2 units. Nasus is going to get the 2/2 for both these dying. He'll then be able to hit for 10, and hopefully the game will be over. If not, he'll at least be leveled up.
Never stops turning.
Yeah, I feel like Nasus is going to be a deck quite like Teemo, where it's very slow until you get a lot of champion levels going off. As in, like, your upgrades you get by leveling up the champion, so not leveling them up in game, but just leveling up the deck. So yeah, once you're able to get all your items you need and just get a lot of relics on Nasus himself, it'll probably help out quite a lot. I'm gonna play it safe and go for the heal.
Trust nothing but
At level 1, you just have 20 Nexus health, and so you don't have as much wiggle room if you're not maxed out for some of the boss fights. Yeah, we can go with this. This isn't bad.
The winter's claw strikes.
That is one issue with Nasus, is you normally are going to struggle in not wanting to always block, because you want your units to actually survive. Alright, with those speed wraps, this will be quite nice, since we can kill this card without facing any retaliation. Alright, they're all at 0, so I'm just going to work on buffing up the deck.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll hold off. We'll save a little bit of mana if we need it for next round. So I don't want to immediately attack, because I want to get them under the range for using Fury of the North, because that gives away a unit. It's like 4/4. I don't want them to use that to be able to counter my attack and kill my units.
Look what good comes of mortal greed.
So I think they need 4 mana to play it, and they're sitting at that 4 mana.
The butcher craves blood.
Okay, perfect. So they shouldn't be able to retaliate now. Alright, very nice. Able to get 3 slay effects off. Very, very good.
You own what you take.
I think I'm actually just going to buff my deck right now. Yeah, let's give it vulnerable.
Observe the price of ambition.
Wield your fury!
Fall to pieces.
Alright, so we're going to let it kill and drag Sejuani aside so it can't block any of our units that actually have attack. And then they'll all attack and should be able to end the game. Very nice. Alright, let's see if we can get some good rewards from that. So I'm going to go with the Savage Shield. Normally, reducing the cost, you're waiting for him to stack up anyways, and since we're not getting as many slay effects off, I'd rather just get the extra stats. Playing him early isn't as much of a priority. I think armed gearheads would probably be better, but honestly, the Feebling Strike just kind of cracks me up more. Just going with more of the reducing the enemy power strategy. Let's go for the item chest. Want to get rid of the more expensive units. The Merciless Hunter is actually pretty good with that vulnerable and quick attack. Since we have the attack token first, playing the Rockhopper, very nice. Because if they respond with a unit, it's going to get vulnerable. Sadly, he doesn't have quick attack, so we won't actually be able to, like, we could kill the unit, but we wouldn't get any benefit from it. Alright, we need to play blockers.
Gotta find a kid for Renekton! Right, Arda? This one's a fighter!
So this unit will die, but we'll at least have... Actually, I'm going to kill one of the units that doesn't have vulnerable. I guess I'll kill 2 of the units that are vulnerable, so we can use that next time. Also with their Hallow, don't want that buff getting stacked up if we can avoid it. So as long as we have a unit that can get the Slay buffs, then it's fine having your other unit die. And we don't want them to hit our Nexus since they have Nexus Strike draw 1. So if we can avoid that, that would be best. Yeah, I'm going to play another big unit so that we can just start slaying more and getting rid of their board. So we're having this unit grab this one since it has 0 attack, so we're not going to lose any health. And then with the quick attack, we're also not going to lose any health.
A deal in coins of carnage. Success gets noticed around here.
Alright, so we want to be able to play our Quicksand to screw with their Abyssal Eye. So we're going to make sure we don't play anything that costs too much.
This one's a fighter.
Very nice for dealing with elusives. Because, especially against like Zoe, who only attacks with her elusives quite often, you can just screw over that attack, block, kill their units. That'll be very nice.
Mortals know what awaits them. Few can know what death and eternity hold in store.
Fall to pieces.
So these units are all fearsome, so technically they couldn't block. Yeah, I think I'm rather just going to actually go for the reduced damage on the Nexus and just try to kill more of their units so we can scale up a bit better. And now Nasus levels up, and he's going to be the most powerful person.
For today.
He should have leveled up. Sometimes the tough screws with that level up. But he's going to be the strongest unit to get the like 3/3 buff from killing all those.
I mustn't stop. You're with the Vanguard. You must help. Out here, you're moving or you're dead.
Fear what thrives in shadow.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Isla, keep them safe when I am gone.
Or better idea, don't get killed. We'll get our licks in.
Alright, so we're going to try to deal a lot of damage here. So we're going to have Nasus target their weakest health unit, so its Overwhelm will go through as much as possible. And then none of their other units are strong enough to block Fearsome, so we should be good.
The expanse of eternity stretched out before me. Patience and fortitude outlast all things.
Another good thing is that Nasus is going to scale up better, often against harder adventures where they're summoning more units. Because as long as you're still strong enough to kill them all, you'll be able to get your slay effects off and ramp up even faster. We want more copies of Quicksand, so even though this is really good, yeah, we want more. Sure, that's fine. It's kind of funny, but I want my deck to have as few cards as possible. We'll see if we can get a good legendary or epic power. So let's go fight the Feral Mystic. So yeah, not really too much that we can do. Goodness. That is a lot of Warden Stones. Well, they're going to hit 10 mana incredibly fast. Ah, jeez, this is not going to end well.
The storm approaches.
The soul wears away like grains of sand. Enough.
So we won't have enough to kill him unless we get a good buff, but we can get good damage down. So we're going to reduce his attack by 1 more. Actually, I should have given it to the other one. Yeah, I wanted to give it to this one so that he could grab it. Alright, let's... Yeah, we'll go with that.
Sharpen tusks on ribs.
We'll play this to buff up our Nasus when we play him. This will actually be a very good showcase of why Nasus' 2-star power can be pretty good. Because normally, this unit would be very difficult to deal with. But now he's just going to get reduced every single round to be weaker and weaker.
Our penance is deserved, Curator.
You serve the Empire. I am but your guide.
And now with Enfeebling Strike, he can do just nothing. That's funny.
Life and death intertwined.
Smash them. Leave to freeze.
Judgment awaits.
Alright, I'll kill this one. I'll let the other one start to stack down and potentially kill it later.
We love it when they run.
This too shall end.
Alright, so we can get 2 slay effects off. And they're out of cards. So even though they were able to ramp up so fast, almost their entire deck was these ramp cards. Yeah, so all of their really powerful cards they actually just didn't have. So that's nice. And if they attack, we have Quicksand to try to screw them over.
If only mortals were not driven by avarice and hatred.
They will learn just as we did.
Very, very nice.
The butcher craves blood.
On foot. Judgment awaits.
So they won't be able to block our fearsome units. They will be able to block this one, so we will attack, and that way Nasus can get a bigger buff. They will be able to block him, but we should have enough damage. Yeah, let's go with that.
The wheel never stops turning.
Oh, these early game decks are so slow. I'm so used to playing decks that are over level 20 that having to go back and play level 1 just seems like it takes forever. I don't think we have like one. Yeah, we don't really have too many single target spells to really make that worth it. All of the buffs we're giving are permanent anyways. Okay, there we go. Something else speed up our ramp. Do we already have supercharge? No, we just grabbed that once. I feel like this would actually be pretty funny. So we'll grab a couple of those. Sure. The epic items are really tempting me. Alright, let's see if we can cut card. Yeah, Star Spring. It's probably the most useless. Yeah. Alright, so Nautilus, finally. Yeah, I think the Nasus deck, it's not bad. I just feel like it's poorly made. It's kind of going in a lot of different directions. Some of them are really trying to give a lot of vulnerable, other are trying to buff up your deck. But I really didn't like how they didn't stick with a thematic sense.
What do you make of that? I'm not sure.
So like I do theory crafting videos where I try to see what would a deck potentially look like if they did it for a champion that's not yet in Path of Champions. And I usually try to stick with the actual theme of the champion and using their support cards. But like, Nasus's support cards are all the Bakai. But he only has like one of those built into his deck naturally. Alright, let's go with this to get rid of their unit. Very nice. And now we can play Nasus if we want. So I definitely need to play with the deck more, but just playing with it right now in this first adventure, I'm not a huge fan. I like his star powers. I think once you get to star 3, it's going to be really good. I think there are some funny things you can potentially do with the Xenotype Researcher, buffing up tons of your cards. But it's, yeah. I think his deck is perhaps the most poorly made out of all of the champions that are added. Which is a bit sad. But I like that we don't have any really weak champions that were added. Like, we don't have any Ornn, we don't have a Yuumi. Yeah, I do like getting these slay effects off with the Siphoning Strike. And this way he'll level up and get his spell shield.
Never stops turning.
So I love what they did with the 3-star power, adding in the restored Sun Disk. It just seems like a more poorly made deck, unfortunately. Alright, so we have just enough damage, but we have to do this with it. Ah, damn. So close. So not bad. I think he'll be a lot of fun, especially once you get him with a lot of levels and that 3-star power. It fits very well thematically with trying to get your Slay, buffing up your units. The star powers are really well made. I like the star powers a lot. I just really don't like the actual whole deck.
They will learn just as we did.
And then even the level up rewards, all the items you're adding to your deck, they still don't really make it much better, unfortunately. Very happy though that they are actually using the Sun Disc. Like, yes, it has to be the level 3 star power, but they are actually utilizing it. That's very nice. And I was really hoping with this expansion they would add one of the Ascended champions. So I'm really glad he's here. I just think his deck could have been made much better. That's it for the Nasus leveling video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. We're going to be doing all of these videos for every single champion that was added. So subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos. I hope you have a great day. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching that video all the way to the end. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. We're putting out multiple videos every single day for Path of Champions content. So if that interests you, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and welcome to the channel. Have a great day.